The family of a man who died in police custody in Mississippi is also asking questions today and calling for a federal investigation this morning. Bystander video shows that Troy Good positioned on his stomach on a stretcher. Witnesses say that the 30-year-old Memphis man was hogtied with his arms secured behind his back and then cinched to his ankles.
They've hogtied him. They've hogtied him. That's such a bad idea.
He was dead 2 hours after being detained. South Haven police say it started with a call about a possible LSD overdose. The police chief tells CBS News that officers followed normal protocol and that Good was secured because of his, quote, delirium. The family says that Good had trouble breathing, and they're concerned about the amount of force that was used.
The suspect in the killings of 4 people at a Washington, D.C. mansion is charged with first-degree murder this morning. A judge found probable cause yesterday, and we're learning new disturbing information about the deaths of businessman Savvas Savopoulos, his wife, his son, and their housekeeper. Paula Reid is in Washington, where one of the daughters who was away during the attack faced the accused killer in court. Paula, good morning. I know you were there. What did we learn?
Lots more details in this gruesome case, Nora. We learned that the family did have an alarm system that registered a glass break and some French doors inside the house at the time of the intrusion. We also learned that the suspect, Daron Wint, paid $1,100 in cash to an immigration attorney just days after this family was murdered. And we learned that Mr. Savopoulos and the family's housekeeper were strangled and beaten on the morning of May 14th.
I know that Wint is the only person charged, Paula, but I noticed the detective said yesterday he doesn't think he could have acted alone.
Absolutely. And even though this is Daron Wint's preliminary hearing, his lawyers wanted to focus on anyone but. In particular, they asked lots of questions about Mr. Savopoulos' assistant, Jordan Wallace. For hours, the defense attorney grilled this detective about Wallace's behavior. Why would he drop so much money off at this house and not ask about the whereabouts of his boss? Why was he texting pictures of stacks of cash to friends? And why was his car found inside the police tape at the crime scene? The defense attorneys also asked about Wint's own brother and brought out the fact that some people who were at the scene when Wint was arrested said it was Wint's brother who was in control of $20,000 in cash linked to this crime.
And Paula, I know that Abigail Savopoulos, one of the daughters who was not there at the time, was in the courtroom. What was her reaction?
She displayed remarkable composure in this hours-long preliminary hearing. She sat in the front row. She's only 19 years old, and during the hours that details of her family's murder were revealed, she just stared intently. She took notes, and she couldn't actually see Daron Wint, but when she could, she just stared at him curiously.
Thanks, Paula.